Hey YouTube, so today I'm going to be doing my video on what it's like to be a teen dad and advice to teen dads out there. Um, well, what it's like to be a teen dad is basically simple, but also really hard. You just have to understand what all your baby likes and dislikes, and you have to understand the emotions that your baby goes through. With us, it's already gotten to the attitude stage, and he's only 5 months old, and he understands cause and effect. So if you take away a toy, he will definitely get angry, and he will start crying a lot. You give him back the toy, he's fine. What else? When it comes to diaper changes, for us, it's about maybe like 5 or 6 a day, and it's a hassle. I mean, to try and figure out what your baby wants is a big hassle. I know that on the Ricky Lake show there was a misunderstanding on what I was trying to say about the facial expressions. What I meant by that is like not about anything to do with feeding or diaper changes, but when it comes to having bad times and you're getting frustrated, then just take a step back and just look at all the happy times that you've had with your baby. I mean, it's not that like you have this facial expression for pooping, which now we know it is. Either that, he'll make like a kind of noise, which is kind of funny. And it's just basically, if you pay attention to their facial expressions and remember the happy times, and you remember when they smile at you and laugh, there's no point in getting frustrated. That's one of my biggest challenges, is trying not to get frustrated, because I'll be ready for a nap. I'll be basically sacked out, either whether it's during the day when I need a nap, or even when it just comes to sleep at night and I have the baby. It's hard. You have to know how to have that emotional stability to say, look, you need to not be frustrated with your baby. You need to know that if you get frustrated, your baby is going to get frustrated. And that's definitely what happens between me and Kaiden sometimes. I'll get frustrated and I don't know what else to do. Well, I'm just at that point of where, well, I don't know what else to do, so what do I do? My advice for other teen dads out there that are teen dads that have either walked out or are thinking about walking out: why? What's the point of walking out? You're not going to get anywhere by walking out. You're just going to look back on it and you're going to wish that you were there in your child's life. I've seen on Rebecca's Facebook that every single time a dad leaves, your family's crushed. You can't just think of yourself anymore. You're responsible. You have to grow up. You have to be there for your child. You can't just up and leave whenever you damn well please. You have to be there for your child. Because if you're not, then all you are is basically what everybody else says you are. You're just a deadbeat dad, and I know that that's hard to accept, but it's true. Being a teenager, all being a teenager is trying to find out who you are later on in life. And you don't have to find that out by going to parties or smoking pot or having sex until you think you know what real love is. At that point in time when I was still acting like a teenager, before I even met Rebecca, that's what I thought it was, because I couldn't figure out who I was. I don't know what my purpose was. All I know is that I was here, I was supposed to be here, and I was going to try and help as many people as I can and try and have some fun along the way. That's what I thought my purpose was. But that's not it. Having a purpose in life is being with somebody and loving somebody and teaching your child the best morals you can possibly teach them, so that way they don't have to be corrupted by everything out there. The reason why I was just because that I was a stubborn teenager, and that's going to be the hardest years for being a teen parent. Granted, you're not going to be a teen parent anymore, but it's still going to be the hardest years. And you have to understand that. You think that it's hard now with just diaper changes and feedings and crying, and that's not even the case. You have to worry about later on in life. You have responsibility. You've got to worry about insurance, how to keep food on the table, how to keep your life in a stable situation as long as you can, until you know that there is absolutely no way you can keep it stable. It is a planned out life that you have to plan. And if you're honestly not ready for that, then I'm begging anybody who is out there that is either not using protection or thinks they're using enough protection, don't have sex. Granted, it's 99.9%. Whoop-de-doo. There's still that 0.1 or 0.0001 chance of still having a baby. If you're not ready to be a parent, don't have sex. That's why at first when everything happened, I was like, wow, I'm gonna be a parent in no less than 9 months. And I didn't even know how to change. I didn't know what I needed to change, so I just kept on living my life the way that I was living it. And by doing that, I hurt my family, and I hurt everyone along the way. I'm still having problems with my family. I'm having problems with my parents. But I'm trying to work them out the best that I can, because I know that you need a strong, stable family to be able to have a good parenthood throughout your entire life. So I'm begging you. I know that teen guys, the only thing that's on their mind is they're not thinking with their head on their shoulders, you know, right here, when they should use their brain. They're thinking with their head down in their pants. So I'm begging you guys, don't have sex. Don't resort to porn. Don't do anything like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. There's gonna be issues with it. But in the long run, you will be thankful that you have waited. I mean, I wish that I would have waited. I'm not saying that I regret having my son. I'm not saying that I regret what's going on right now. All I'm saying is that I wish that I would have been more mature, and I would have been able to handle having a family a lot better than what I did. So I'm begging you guys, think with the head on your shoulders and not with the head in your pants. Because being a teen dad will absolutely change your life to a point of where you're going to be so scared that you're not going to know what to do, and you're going to go out and do stuff that's really stupid. You're going to drink, you're going to smoke pot, you're going to go get high off of whatever drug, or you're going to get drunk off of whatever alcohol, because you're a teenager. And if you want to live out your life like that, fine. Be an irresponsible person for the rest of your life. I don't give a crap about that. The only reason that I am telling you this is because if you want to stay irresponsible and immature for the rest of your life, then do it. But don't bring somebody else's life down with you that still has teenage years that they can live out, and a life that they can still live out, by putting a family on their shoulders. Be responsible. And if you absolutely have to have sex, use as much protection as you can. Birth control, condoms, IUD, whatever you have to use. And that's only if you absolutely have to have sex. But I'm begging you guys, don't. Life changes to a point of where you're going to be in the middle of something that you're not even going to be ready for. Plan ahead, know what you're doing, think with the head on your shoulders. If you like this video, please comment and subscribe below.